Hey guys, it's Malls again, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited to talk to you more about beeswax wraps and how to refreshen or bring back the life into your wraps. As you can see, I have this one and it's full of like crinkles and wrinkles in the fabric or into the beeswax, I mean. So this needs to be remelted, and I don't think I'll have to reseason it today. This wrap is one of my first wraps that I've made, and this is the first time, I want to say, in about 3 months that I'm having to put this back into the oven. Maybe 2.5, but it also gets used every day. My beloved actually takes this in his lunch a lot. As a sandwich wrap for his sandwiches and other things that he carries with him in his lunch. And so, yeah, this wrap is used quite a bit. So I want to say it's been barely 2 months actually for this wrap, but it gets used quite often. And so that means it's being washed quite often too. So, yeah, we just want to bring the life back into it, and so it's nice and paper stiff like it was to begin with. So I have my oven preheated to 300 degrees, and I'm going to start out with probably about 2 to 3 minutes to freshen this wrap up. And I'm just going to pop that into the oven, and if I have to add any beeswax to it and jojoba oil mixture, then I will let you guys know that. But I'm just going to pop it into the oven and check on it in a minute. Alright guys, so I have melted the wax on here, and it is warm, so be careful when you're touching the wrap when you first pull it out. But as you can see, it's really nice and wet. It's not drippy. It has left wax on my pan, but that's okay. And now I am going to go ahead and hang dry it on the other side. So, gotta pause. Not very candy or camera friendly. Alright, and so now it's up here to hang dry, and as you can tell, it's already starting to get some of the life back in it, but it is still really warm. And then I have my other wraps in here as well that are hanging up to after they've been washed, and now they're getting ready to be refreshened. Alright, now I bring you back to the wrap that is hanging in the living room. And you can see it has a lot more life in it. It's not soft and pliable. I mean, it is soft and pliable, but it has more oomph to it. Technical terms again, guys. Super technical terms. And now I'm just getting ready to finish the rest of my wraps. So I started this process at 2 o'clock, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wraps that I refreshed, and it's now 2:14, and that includes me playing with the camera because I'm not tech savvy, and I'm not very coordinated when I'm trying to like hang beeswax wraps and show you guys the video and stuff. So it's taken me about 15 minutes. Probably by the end of everything, it'll be 15 or 20 minutes. Closer to 20 minutes, obviously. But I don't even know if I'll have to put anything on this wrap or not. But this wrap I'll probably have to season. So I am actually going to go ahead and grate 2 tablespoons for this wrap. Alright guys, so I've put about 2 tablespoons of the beeswax and jojoba oil mixture on here, and I forgot to tell you, this wrap is actually going from just beeswax to having the jojoba oil mixture with it. So, but I have had this wrap for quite a while, and it works really well. It is really thin though, and you can see even with all of the jojoba oil and beeswax mixture how cracked it is. And when I pull that back out of the oven, it's going to be all nice and ready to wrap my food in. Alright, so I have refreshened all of my wraps, and I have re-seasoned this wrap. And all I did was put two and a half tablespoons of beeswax on there. And just like when you're making them, I used the little brush to distribute the wax and the oil. And yeah, now I have a seasoned, ready to be used beeswax wrap. This is one of my first ones that I made, so it's kind of wonky, but I'll show you. It definitely works, and it's a really big wrap. And I like that it's a bigger wrap. Whoops, and I bumped the camera, didn't I? A lot. Sorry about that, guys. Alrighty. Yeah. So even though it's not perfectly cute and everything, because it's not a perfect square, it still works just fine. So this is our re-seasoned beeswax wrap. And now I'm going to show you the other wraps that I just refreshened. This was the wrap that we first started out with, and you can tell it's a lot different. Has some little beeswax spots on it, but yeah, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, and it didn't even need to be re-seasoned. It just needed to be reheated. And that is one reason why I love this beeswax and jojoba oil mixture. It works really nice, and I don't have to work with my wraps too much. This is a wrap that I did make, or I didn't make with pinking shears, excuse me. I don't know if you can see that very well. But yeah, it's kind of frayed around the edges, but I've had this wrap for quite a while, and it definitely gets used. So yeah. These are one of my very first sets of wraps I made. I made this with the wrap that I re-seasoned with the funky colors and explodey stars on it. That's what everybody's been calling that wrap, the explodey star wrap. So I guess I'll jump on the explodey star wrap too. So yeah, they're all nice and ready to be used. I started this at 2 o'clock and I finished it about 2:30. So that was including lugging the camera around and having to take a break because my asthma is like super crazy. I love springtime, but asthma and allergies, crazy sauce, man. Anyway, yeah, so I finished all of these wraps. And now they're ready to be used. And I don't have to do this but every couple of months maybe. It just depends on how often you use yours. So yeah, that is how you season your beeswax wraps and freshen them up to bring them back to life. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry for any little spoofies that I've made in it, and I'm not going to edit it because, as you guys know, I'm not very tech savvy. So be blessed as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.